Okay, we're back again here on Bev's Broadcasting, bringing you what is the main game being played here at Hugh Hayward Domain in beautiful Ngatea. It's been a stellar of a day, lovely sunny Sunday afternoon, and we've been feasted to a lot of rugby, a junior festival earlier on with the young kids, but also a couple of the other games that are played as well. Pride or Too Good for Mercury Bay, 34-10. And of course we saw the Tiare which we brought to you live, the final result there is like, even though that game, the scoreline, don't read anything into that. Ngatea played well. My name's Rino Wilkinson, I've got Tiare Dixon with me. Kia ora. Yeah, good to be here.
Yes, definitely, it's awesome day. And we've got our team list for Coromandel Hornets as we go into kickoff. We've got Tara Forsyth, Kaya Harrison, Hauraki Richards, Rino here, Richard, Emily James, Anna Redland, Hannah Redland, Princess Thomas Whitaker, runaway already. We have number 11, Amy Whitaker.
The first try scorer will see Coromandel Hornets, defending champion from our local team volley championship. They won it last year right here at Hugh Hayward Domain, but the points first will go in the way of O'Keefe there. What an outstanding return by the defending champions, the Coromandel Hornets, up against Hauraki North right at the start. The North brought the physicality in defence and really halted the Coromandel Hornets in their own half, but a couple of outstanding breaks down the sideline by the winger. Then of course the inside pass to obviously the try scorer of Briar O'Keefe. I'll quickly go through the Hauraki North Diamonds team. Lisa Kay, Alana Gooda, Raurangi Richards, Ashley Strange played for Commentators last year, Jade Hood, Tasha Opodi Tahuya, Chloe Burgess, Monique Tapatu.
Oh yeah,
Jacqueline McGrath, Tina Ann, I was going to say Adi then. Kelly Ann, Vailani, Brooke Barker, and in the back there will be Erica Waideko, Nikita Rose, Tuvalu, and on the other wing is Atahua Beckman.
Wow, and Coromandel has just really brought that heat in the first 2 minutes, spotting that space nice and early.
Pretty well from the kickoff as we get the game underway back in the first half. And look at the return, it's actually just about a release play of the first phase of play from the Coromandel Hornets as they start charging, doing
this
the
is Montana Taugana with that run. This is another strong run up the middle.
Yeah, willing to move it out wide.
Cleans that up nicely. Bit of a high tempo over there.
Yeah, Jodie Hanson was actually part of the Tauranga winning team from last year, playing at halfback, and she plays for the Vixens, but now obviously playing it in the yellow and black from all the whānau up there in the beautiful Kapanga up there in Coromandel. Your Hornets team has started off well, and 5-0 as the score will indicate, with the first try going to Briar back on halfway. And the referee
Hanson's actually made a bit of a change of position today. She's actually playing at first half.
Yeah, moved out the first five there. And, who's in the halfback there? Is that Cruz? Is that Cruz Williams? Moving in the halfback is actually the 14, the winger, which will be Sarah Renata. So they've changed a few things, but just bear with us as we bring you the live commentary. And if you're back on board from over in Orlando, America and Perth, welcome to a sunny Sunday afternoon. Man, no one at home in Coromandel. I think everyone from Coromandel is down here.
Yeah, definitely. Kara comes with a lot of supporters. They back here one day, they're back there Tane. So they'll all be here in full support of the Hornets. And not to say the least of the Hauraki North Diamonds, they've also got a lot of men and women in blue on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, supporting our wahine and our competition and up and going. And earlier on we saw a couple of fantastic games. Hauraki 34-10 over Mercury Bay over on field 2, and of course we saw the Tiare Tui. Good game actually against Ngatea and physical defence on both teams, but just runaway tries. Saw the Tui come away with the dub in the earlier game, and it's a festival of rugby here in Ngatea, Hugh Hayward Domain. The domain looks picture perfect, grounds are all good as they pick up and run there. by Jacqueline McGrath. He tried to feed out to the winger of Arthur Beckman, but unfortunately Beckman drops it down, and great little darting run kind of indicates what's going to happen there with, of course, Hauraki North Diamonds want to attack, but it's a line out.
Just something very quickly. The try was scored in front of a photographer down there, Matt. He's from Promote Women's Rugby. He's doing a massive work in the Waikato trying to get the women's game out there. You can find Promote Women's Rugby on Instagram.
There we go.
Kia ora. Then we've got Higher Kerrison to throw the line out. They've gone straight to the front. The ball is still in.
Yeah, good little return there by Katie Walker, the 11. But obviously going to take the first initial incident in the game, which was a knock on the game, being refereed by Annalise Stolman. Having a bit of a cordial with Holly McKenzie there, who refereed the earlier game and just sorting a few things out with the AR. That's Holly on the sideline coming in to have a chat with Annabelle Stolman, who's conducting this game here. Very hot conditions. Hey, if you are going to come to the game and come down and watch it, Hugh Hayward Domain,
bring a portai, bring some sunblock.
Yeah, bring some water and bring some good attitude. And let's have some fun on the sideline while you enjoy supporting these two teams, Hauraki North Diamonds and the Coromandel Hornets. I do know, talking to Lester Tiohaide Fox earlier from the Paddle team, they do head up to Coromandel next Sunday, 1 o'clock kickoff up there in Coromandel. They will be taking on the Hornets.
And does our Paddle wahine have a name to their team that we know of? Or Jack's their master?
Yeah, well, the men's team's green and white. The bees team does have a name to it as well. But a big strong run there by Hauraki Richards, the number 3 for North, picked up by McGrath.
Nice there from Alana Rino. Alana Gooder,
yep.
Thinking of the background in that scene.
Rino.
Yep.
I see she's back in the Black Ferns for the Pacific.
Yeah,
Her sister unfortunately never got selected, but like you say, it's a World Cup year, so we'll have to see what happens here with Chelsea.
Well, we've got an advantage here, playing the 9.
Oh, a little bounce back behind for Tina Ann. Moving on through the back line to the fullback of Ngatea Rose Tawativalu.
We go back to the advantage here. See what Hauraki North decide to do when they go for some field position, take a scrum, or run off the guts like tell her to
There was Jade Hood there that made the run up there, the lock for Hauraki North, but yeah, I don't know if anyone's home in Ngatea and these sunny conditions. I think they're all here at Hugh Hayward Domain. Some of the teams have stayed behind, and obviously you see a few of the Paddle women's team coaches and some of their supporters still here watching this Coromandel team, as I mentioned. They do play against them next Sunday, 1 o'clock. So I'll go up there for a drive, just go and get some foam one. Watch the rugby, get some foam one.
I hope they fought some for us.
Yeah, that'll be us, eh? We'll put on Bevin broadcasting bill. Your favourite.
Yep.
Hey Bev, you're all good, he says.
Oh, I'm busy. What are we talking about now, Rino?
Just say yes, you're all good, mate. You're all good.
I was worried you had more ideas for the hair colour in a couple of weeks.
Having fun here at Hugh Hayward as you see the line-up being taken by the Coromandel Hornets. Big, strong little drive there from the line-up.
Pitched by Emily James.
Hops!
Hauraki North has stolen position right back.
Yeah, the Diamonds will be what? How many years running in the Women's Cup now? Must be their 3rd or 4th season? Something like that, be close to that, eh?
I think about their 3rd season.
Yeah.
Ricky.
And they've got a lot of wahine in this team and playing for the very first Hauraki North Women's Diamonds team. The likes of Beattie, she's in there today. Also Erika Waiko, another
Playing for a while, eh?
yep.
Yeah.
Their captain for the Hauraki North Diamonds as well, Tasha captive, Opodi Cecilia. She's just another stellar player.
The camera looks a bit jittery. No, it's not an earthquake, it's just Bevin. He's busy having a corridor with someone. And oh, he's in the chat with Ben, local man from here. Ben's having a chat on there.
Jenkinson taking the quick taps and putting some footwork in. She's passing into space.
Him and I avoid the centre there with the ball from Coromandel. They just got to settle things down here.
Pinch back by Kelly.
Yeah.
Brooke Barker, give him back in a great tackle.
Gotta love the energy of the supporters from both teams out here today and cheering on both teams. And they haven't really given up much really at the start of the game, even though it shows 5-0 the Coromandel Hornets 10 minutes into the game. And Diamond's been hot on attack for the last few plays, and just unfortunately didn't quite connect to Kelly and Wailahi.
Great run by the fullback Ngatea.
The advantage being played by the referee Stolman out there controlling this game, picked up by McGrath. Moving out through to the number 8, but she had a solid wall of Coromandel there with Monique Kapatu. Wow, she met something then, a brick wall, but tap and go, but we've got to bring her back. Obviously the gameplay you would think from the initial onset from the Hauraki North Diamonds is to play at pace, try and capture the Hornets because they play at pace and try and get them on the back foot. So trying to bring a similar game to what Coromandel's played outstandingly last year and to win the championship as well. But we're going to go for the sideline. This will be Tina Ann.
Find some great meters. She's got a great boot on her. If they get the pinned in their 22, which I'm assuming with the Hornets' well-rounded skills, Tina Ann's got the boot to really get that ball.
Good point, Jen's first 5 too, eh?
Yep.
Oh no, he's Scotty Day, looking like a box. There he is. Alana Gooda throws it in, nicely taken there by Ashley Strange.
That's Chloe Burgess, another workhorse coming in with a nice strong carry.
You're just talking about Ashley Strange, looking at line out for the Hauraki North Diamonds. I think, I'm not too sure she's still the head honcho at Toto Rugby Club, the Freeze.
Yeah, so
she's still there, right, doing her thing?
Yep. And unfortunately, she would have made a stint with the Thames Valley Dixon last year, but she was injured, so she's back in full force.
Yeah, normally plays for Whangamata, I remember, and obviously they're not in this comp, that's why Pilots coming to the comp, and as you see already maybe a change coming up, or just to look at maybe what's wrong with one of the players from North, and it'll be the halfback, Jacqueline McGrath, just getting a bit of H2O. I was going to say Waipiro, but no. Maybe afterwards in the changing sheets.
And even on a Sunday, hopefully we've still got Mahi on Monday.
Yeah, Rino feeds out to the back line of the Hornets there. Good little chip ones, very quickly being chased with speed by the Coromandel Hornets. Taking control there by Nikita Rose. Tojivalu. Little knock on. Yeah. You catch many of the family and friends while we had that break after our first game?
Oh, yep. I caught up with our Te Aroha women. Just come fresh off the field. And some of our Ngatea women, and just seeing a lot of familiar faces out there that are on and off the field today. Despite some of our key players not being able to play today, they're still here to support.
That's the key thing. That's what I love about the women's game, the Wahine game, is they're always there to support them on the sideline and being positive out there with the Wahine out there on the field. And we're coming to you live from a very sunny Sunday afternoon here, Hayward Domain. This is the start of the Thames Valley Club Rugby Comp for our Wahine teams, and earlier on Pride were too good for Mercury Bay and Te Aroha Tui, beat the Ngatea Narco. And before that we had a festival of youth with the young girls playing down there. So it's been a great day, and it'd be great to see some of these kind of festival days happening for our Wahine around the area, and just good to see so many people come out and support women's rugby, because it's grown in multitudes up and down the Motu around the country, the Wahine game. It's good to see, and bloody good to see, and you see what the Black Ferns do, and the Opaki, it's been really good.
And these women here that are playing on this field today, and have played before this game can know that they're pioneers to this space.
Yeah, definitely. Moving out through the back line of the Hornets, nice and sharp passing, keeping it nice and crisp there as well. Great offload. But too far.
Able to keep that ball running.
Playing with confidence out of the Hornets.
Able to spread that ball.
Yeah. But great turnover. Yeah, young fullback Tawativalu there and laid it down and got back up and carried on playing. They're coming through the Diamonds into the Hornets half just. They're sitting right on directly halfway. Great defence running up there from the Coromandel team. Emily James in the 6. Shooting it quick out the back line, moving on through. Tina Ann still on the halfway line here at Hugh Hayward domain.
Some strong contact. Lots of physicality in this game early on.
Yeah, it's been outstanding physicality between these two teams, you know, and first time these two teams have actually fronted each other, never played against each other last season. And we do see an injured player coming off for the Diamonds, just making their way to the sideline, so we'll get that details for you really soon. As we see the 21 of Julia Tapara getting ready to make her entrance into the game, so just a replacement there from an injury, but the physicality.
It's a lot going on. There's some big bumpers, both on attack and on defense happening on.
Yeah, and I do wonder whether or not any of these games, girls have a day off tomorrow from their mahi, just to soak it up. But you know, down here in the wop wop, so we're pretty hard.
Yeah, very hard here. And I guess that's what our wahine are like. They just keep on, and they'll probably keep this game. Some of them might choose to have a little inu, but I'm sure a lot of them still have to get to mahi.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoyed the occasion of women's rugby. It's good to see so many people here at Hugh Hayward domain enjoying this as well. So still 5-0. We haven't got anything coming on through in regards to our chat and our comments, so apologies. Waiting for our man Bevin to hook us back into that.
Oh, the scrum's just gone down there, so look to maybe reset the scrum here.
Yeah, another setup and see how we get on there. Let's try again with the scrum, and still a good crowd still hanging around. And
great crowd, there's so many people here. Fortunate enough to be entertained by this awesome rugby going on today. Great coach, and it is hot, it's hot out here, isn't it?
Very, very hot, yeah, extremely hot out there as they go right smack into the middle of halfway, and they might be anyone watching the good old NRLW stuff. Any girls out there that you want to sign up to play for one of those teams of ours? Maybe the Warriors, who knows? It could be. Geez, they were bloody lucky, the Warriors, in their second half last night against the Cowboys.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, they had a good lead at half time. Magic round over at Suncorp, but it's all about the magic out here between the Hornets and the Diamonds as we set the play. Fed into the scrum by Jacqueline McGrath, feeds on through to Tony Ann. Misses or goes out wide to the 21 who just came onto the field, Julie Tapara, yeah.
But it does line up. She's done it. She's nearly done it up to other teams.
And that ball's just come loose and found touch. Both teams are having to do a lot of running at the moment. Doing a lot of running on D and under this heat, so a lot of fatigue is going to kick in. So hopefully each team can just tidy up those small things and get some running ball in hand.
Yeah, 2 35-minute halves in the game as well, and like you say, Tiare, it's going to be an interesting, especially for the next 50 in this heat. It's very hot here in Ngatea, and yeah, be a lot of H2O being drunk, I would guess, during the game and the proceedings as we see the ball back to
Oh, a bit of a kick.
Going backwards, and she's regathered. Running at pace and stride is the number 8. Stepping inside, little jinking run there by Josie Henson. Yeah, great run there by Hannah Riddle, crouching the form. Captain for the Coromandel Hornets, the captain showing she can make some big yards with her stride, and we're back into the 22 there.
It's
They look to roll their sleeves up and get
Great defense by Garrison. What a tackle by the Diamonds. The Hornets getting very, very close to the Diamonds try line. Go out wide, Kieranson back with it. She's back up after that big hit. Does she get the ball on ground? Not quite. She's held up by the Diamonds there right underneath the goal post. A pick and drive. Doesn't quite get the Hornets to score their second try. And it's a try. To the Coromandel Hornets. Their second try. We'll see the scoreline go 10-0, 20 minutes into the game, and conversion to come.
This is definitely a very exciting game. Coromandel Hornets are really stretching that ball from end to end, and then they're just lining up their forwards to running onto that ball and getting some kind of quick going. And that little dart from Hannon, that was awesome to see. Then it all closed. The teams kind of got each other's backs and they're just able to keep the ball alive.
You can see they got a lot of fluid motion in their back line, and the forwards, like you say, are taking the big yards, but man, they're getting out on the back line. As I like to say, the captain's out there and she's running the big yardage, and yeah, they definitely played obviously as a unit, and we know they have because they won last year's competition, but they are playing really well. 10-2. No, 10-0. Oh yeah, 12-0, 12-0, sorry. Yeah, 12-0. I think, I don't know if I know, but 12-0. He was too busy talking.
Enjoying the game.
Yeah. Josie Hanson out there. I think there's Henimore on a collar out there talking to, of course, Henimore on a collar. Played for the Vixens, played for this Coromandel team as well. And not too sure when is she going to get back out there on the footy field.
We'll have to interview her and ask.
Yeah.
We did see her earlier on with her boots and we were thinking, oh, she's jumping on the field, but she's out here running waters. That's the type of woman that she is. Also a leader from behind and in front, so awesome to see her out there. We've also Corey Middleton's on the sideline as well, the Thames Valley Class Vixens captain. Not able to chuck the jersey on.
Oh!
That's a big run from Taumanga. Great line speed there from Alana Gooder. There we go, Josie Hanson taking a little step on the sideline. Unfortunately, that ball comes from the hands of their winger, Katie Walker.
Yeah, Josie Hanson's got good intentions here as well, runs the ball in front, ball in hand, and really wants to kind of guide the team around, especially with their out back line there, and just got to connect for her, but it'll work, and when it works, I'll tell you what, either wing on each side is going to be running down to score 5 points for the Coromandel Hornets. Right back on halfway as they get ready to throw in here, and that's Alana Gooder. And look at the height there already up, and it is going to be a free kick, obviously with the lift too early by the Coromandel Hornets, and obviously Emily James is asking the question there, and
being very vocal about that. Sometimes it's just the rhythm that takes the lead out there.
Tony Ann getting ready to find the sideline here in front of the grandstand here at Hugh Hayward Domain, and complete different contrast. No, she's going to tap it. She must have been watching Natasha Forsyth earlier. But they've got nothing to do but to attack on the 10-metre line in the Hornets half on the Hauraki North Diamonds, and it's going to be a penalty.
Oh, and they've opted for another quick tap. Oh, and that's their captain, Tasha.
Yeah, bringing the physicality out of the Diamonds. Obviously, Captain Tasha Hauraki to who you're there, and
then we've got another quick tap from Josie Hanson.
just like that. It was like a support. That's a support. I was telepathic for a couple of minutes, saying anyone that wants to run with Josie Hansen, she's going to feed to them, and they're going to go under the post. And look, this is life.
Yep.
I could see what it was going to come. But
You foresaw that.
yeah, Emily did.
So just here on the replay, we've got another quick tap from Josie Hansen. She darts the space. It's just playing eyes up footy. No one's on, no one's there, no one's behind, and then she just really sucks in Ngatea as the fullback, and then she just gives that off goal. Great effort from Ngatea to cover all that space that she had. None of her teammates being on side, but that's another great try from Coromandel Hornets running for the stick.
Yeah, so that'll make it 17-0 at the moment, and the way it's going, you know, North need to hold their heads up high, get back into their game structure and start playing what they need to do. And
what I'm really liking from the Hurricanes line is they're bringing line speed, but they're not bringing line speed together. And Coromandel's gone up really hard to bring that line speed.
conversion successful by Josie Hansen there as well, who made the darting run earlier in that piece. 19-0 at the moment, and they are 2:35 and a half, so just under 10 minutes to go in the first half of this game down here at Hugh Hayward Domain in Ngatea. And already some of the reserve players for the Hornets getting ready and to run out there as well, and already we see the number 8 of Monique Tapatu run out there and get ready. As Natasha Forsyth walks past us after a great day at the office for the Tui.
A very nice chip over the top. She was very good as well.
Is that right?
Well, we've got another strong run here by the Coromandel Hornets. That's a lot of meters for one day.
Yeah, this could be a long day at the office if they don't kind of if this the Diamonds as the Hornets decide to move it to the back line. Just a nice little slow run there by Hauraki Richards to settle things down. Here we go again with the back line. Big strong tackle.
Spot tackle on her.
Out the back, great hands by Henson. Out to James. In to James. Eddie Walker goes over for a well back-to-back try there, set up by Henson into James. Walker stayed out wide, and James was wondering whether she was going to cut in one part there, and she stayed in line and she scores her first try of the outing. We'll see the scoreline blowing out now, 24-0. Yeah,
the Hornets are really just bringing that great line of just continuing to keep the ball alive, which is the kind of game that they play. They play a fast-paced game, they get some victories in there.
Yeah, they're playing the width of the field and utilising the speed that they have in the back. As you can see, James here with the ball there, just keeping the try score on the outside there.
Just really throwing in there. We've got Josie Hansen also coming up. The conversion. And that's successful.
Is it Danielle Van Reisenheim? The 17 has gone out. Or Danielle Van.
Very fancy last name. Not sure if I want to attempt it under
Reisenheim.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
It
close.
sounds good to me.
Yep.
We just call it Danielle.
A lot of hydration going out.
And you can see the Diamonds already just walking themselves back slowly but surely, and you see the 14 going on there now after Beckman back into the game. And
It's a lovely move by
That's a great move.
another strong run from the Hornets.
yeah, there might be the 16 of Ngatea Baker there returning. Look at that, the number 9, Jacqueline McGrath, got thrown around like a little rag doll there, unfortunately, but offside with the Coromandel Hornets. She's going to bring them forward. There's a referee, Annalise Coleman, and it's going to be a tap there by Jacqueline McGrath. Chloe Burgess, pardon?
Nice strong tackle on her.
Yeah, good strong tackle, and these Coromandel girls are throwing the North girls in the tackles to the ground as they move it on out. North Commentators. Right. I think that was Peyton Johnson, the 22 out there.
Tara playing the Coromandel Hornets playing very physical. Hauraki North want to get into the same, they've got to match that physicality.
With Hauraki North Diamonds hot on the attack here.
They've got some great field position at the moment, so hopefully they can capitalise on that.
Look at that little dancing around there. Moving on out through the back one, now the far side. Oh!
That was not okay.
Could this be a yellow card?
I'm very interested to see what that call is going to be.
Yeah, it is.
That was a...
Yeah, look, she's going to have good sportsmanship as well to apologise to the winger on the far side as well. But yeah, obviously just a bit high there, ragdoll type of thing, grab around the neck and it justifies a yellow card.
For just getting up on her feet after that.
The other thing to notice there too is Annalise slowed that game down.
Alright, we're back up there, so something happened there while Bevin gets back on there. They've tapped and tap and go, and we've got the 22 running out. That's Peyton Johnson now running out for Hauraki North Diamonds. Tony Ann trying to push the pass through and a miss kick there, picked up by the Hauraki North Diamonds, so they control the ball in the tackle. He sits down on ground. They've got a bit of momentum here, have Hauraki North Diamonds getting closer to the try, and she's over. And it is a try. They were offside. It's going to be another tap and go by the fullback, Toby Tavalu. He's been strong. The halfback puts a tackle in the grass, and she will score.
What a mouthful, right?
Yeah, no, they deserve to get a try and get themselves back energised into the game. And it's been Coromandel most of the way for the first 30 odd minutes. 26-5 scoreline with the conversion to come out wide. Great try there from Jacqueline McGrath to see the Hauraki North Diamonds get their first points.
That was some awesome phase of play after that incident on the far left-hand side. And here's our replay.
No, not yet.
Not coming up just yet. Gonna have a look at that conversion.
Tony Ann's coming back to get ready. She's the first one that's going to go for the conversion. There we go.
And here's our replay. So our girls are just getting lined up here, and then Ngatea just takes that option to go for that quick tap. Just held up short by Josie Hansen. And just that quick thinking as a halfback, just to snipe around that ruck and see that space is there.
And great control too, by the North Diamonds girls here as well, going into that tackle. And Coromandel Hornets have been rather strong in the tackle defence. And to go down the hole and control the ball there as well for the halfback. McGrath to sneak off through to it. A little darting around to get the points, and unfortunately not converted there by Tony Ann.
So now it'll be the Hauraki North Diamonds receiving the tackles from the Coromandel Hornets. Josie Hansen, I'm assuming, is going to set her team off.
Yeah, just taking their way back to halfway. It's hot conditions here in Ngatea, Hugh, Hayward domain, and they'll be hanging out for the next 2.5 minutes till half time, and they deserve a break too, both teams. Number 5, who we got number 5 over there is Briar O'Keefe on the sideline, comes for a bit of a rest.
Great meters from Julie from the Hauraki North Diamonds. Kaz White out there, which making her return. We've got some nice structure, we've got some pods going. Get up in the race from and Hauraki North Diamonds are under advantage. Not sure what for quite yet.
I mean, the physicality of the Hornets in this first half has been outstanding, actually.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, they're fronting up to the opposition, the Hauraki North Diamonds. I would guess there's a lot of tackling practice done and amongst their trainings during the week as well.
And they're not afraid of that contact. They want it. That's what their strength is. They're just coming up in the line, bringing that defense. Strong, carries, some hard hits out there.
Bounce of the rugby ball goes over the head of the winger over on the far side there for the Coromandel Hornets, and the Diamonds find in the half of the Hornets here and hot on attack, and they're just slowly strolling on over there. And we're just in referee's time at the moment. It has just clicked over 35 at the moment, from what we understand, they're 2 35-minute halves.
They pulled off some nice meters from Tina's boot out there, finding that sideline. So they're in a great position to attack right now.
That'll be why Cody Middleton's not playing.
Yep.
Yeah. Having a baby.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, Corey, I meant, yeah, sorry, yeah.
And she's still here leading her team, like on the sideline, still here showing her support.
And that is half-time here at Hugh Hayward Domain in the main fixture between the Coromandel Hornets 26 over Hauraki North Diamonds 5. Going to take a break. And we'll be back very soon. Oh, we're hanging on. We're hanging on. What's Beard doing? Oh, what's that? Oh, it's Beard's reunion. No, it's not. It's Ngatea Rugby and Sports Club reunion, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 23rd to the 25th of May. So in a couple of weeks' time, being held here where we are bringing you the live broadcast. Registration, merchandise, all the details are there. Bev's going to have a live stream of the Golden Oldies game. He may even dye his hair black and yellow for the function, and come along and be part of this. So if you associate in some way or form of Ngatea Rugby and Sports, this is your 50th reunion. Come along and enjoy, get in contact with some of those numbers there. You see Scruffy there as well in the email details, but otherwise come and celebrate in a few weeks' time, end of the month, 23rd, 25th of Ngatea. We'll be back soon. See you later. Move along.
Rino?
Alright, we're back here for the second half of the big day that's been here at Ngatea Hugh Hayward Domain. Coromandel 26, Hauraki North 5. So that was half-time result. We've got 35 minutes ago of second half action. Your takeaway, Tiare, from the first half?
Oh, that first half, just so physical. There's so much contact, as rugby is a contact sport, but it's some hard, heavy contact. And Coromandel's really bringing it, the Hornets, and hopefully this half Hauraki North Diamonds can shape up to that physicality and bring an equal amount, or if not more. And Josie Hansen is having a stellar moment actually. She's spotting all those gaps out there, and also the Hauraki North Diamonds, Ngatea's really covering that backfield quite well.
Tiare and those watching, the time is now counting down from 35.
So we're not doing a count
behind me. I've got a parrot.
We're counting down this time.
Here it goes, it started. So just a reminder, it's counting down everywhere. Right back into it. Hauraki North Diamonds, they're taking control nice and early, picked up there by the wing of Eric Waidepo. Been playing the game for many years for Hauraki North, and obviously part of the Thames Valley Vixens. As they settle things down, still in their half on the 10-metre line, fed back by Waidepo out to Tony Ann.
And I'm sure that's Kelly Best out there. That's just taking that into contact.
Very strong run there by the Hauraki North Diamonds, and Might have slightly lost control in the play there as well, but a knock on first by Coromandel, and she's going, it's going that way, and it's going that way, and it's going that way, then she decides, okay, we'll give it to you, Diamonds. So initially going back to all of that, the first knock on by the Coromandel Hornets.
Oh, but I think it's going to be a Hauraki field, isn't it?
Yeah, it is going to be a Hauraki feature this scum, yeah. I think the initial rip there from the Hornets player might have seen her rip it out and lose it forward.
And we've got our players for our Hauraki North stacked their numbers to the right, so getting some big things there. Tina Ann is setting up some good plays with her back line. Jules in there, that's running at second five and from the back out, etc.
We'll give you any updates that come to hand on any player changes too that happened from both teams over the half time, and you can see a few of the starting players from both teams on the sideline. That's why Erica Whitey pulls at the halfback role, but Tonya picks up, striding out does she do with her big yardage. As tall as she is, making some great running down there. We'll get into the Hornets half now to the Diamonds. Starting off where they left off with them with a lot of strong play there. Unfortunately, just comes undone there, which is unfortunate because they started very strong at the end of the first half, scored their try. As we see the change in players running on now, the Sixers going back out there, Tasha Opodi Tehuia, and we've got the 25 of, miss no name, but that'll be her name.
I think that might be Tiare Davis that's just running up there.
I was going to say Nornami. 25 with Nornami.
I hope it's a Tiare and not And you're right, Tina brought a great stride and she gained a lot of field position. It's just those little things, those handling errors at the moment.
A couple more changes from the Diamonds team, but hot on attack here as they've shown in the first half as well. Moving the ball around just doesn't quite connect with Josie Hansen kicking along with her left foot, but also when it touched the play in front, so that will justify a penalty ruled by Annalise Stolman for
That's really unfortunate because you didn't play with it in front of the leg, but was did touch her in front of the last player that played the ball, so
he did it on purpose. Tony Ann had that big darting run. Will she find the sideline? It bounces past the fullback. Is it going to dribble out the sideline? It does. What a kick. She had planned that all the time. That was actually what she wanted to do in the first place.
Getting some nice leaders out of it.
Yep. She done it earlier on in the first half, done a standing kick over on the far side. She's just replicated that on the close side in front of the grandstand. And
she's got just such a great ball on this and a great clear deep running those clean strides out there.
Oh, taken from the runner, yeah. Emily James gets up in there in front, but obviously it's a free kick to the Diamonds. They try and look around and
closing the gap at the line out.
Yeah. Come on, girls, don't need to do it. Have a hooey, just do the doey and get out there and get over the try line. There we go, Tony Ann. Yeah, one-handed dummy. She's getting closer to the line. She's hungry there in the number 8 of Monique Tapatala. And there we go. First try of the half. In the second half will go Hauraki North Diamonds.
Rewarded for their hard money out there. They're the one to get the checks out.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. They've come back with a bit of vengeance in the start of the second half as well. We'll see the scoreline 26-10. Conversion to come there as well, as we see obviously the Coromandel Hornets asking the question what went on there. Ruarangi Richards getting ready to run back out there for the Coromandel Hornets. But it's a good game, you know, if we get a game like this, because it did look like at one point there in the start, we see the replay here going back to the number 8 of Monique Tapatu, and she go over.
Now what I love here, you'll see her, the way she's celebrating.
Yep.
Celebrating
that energy,
right, she should.
Yeah, jumping around arms and there and going, I'm over here, Bevin, here I am. Catching me on the camera so all the family can watch. But yeah, like you say, Bev, she's celebrating a try, 5 points on the score, and conversion to come directly just about in front of the right hand side. And let's see if we can get another 2 points on here from Tasha Opodi Tehuia.
Coromandel's getting ready to charge it down. Put some pressure on it.
Oh, like my golf shots. A shank.
It was unfortunate. It had some great height on it, but it was a bit to the right.
She said, no, let's do it again. She scared me. She blocked us. I couldn't see the sun was in my eyes. It was Josie's fault it didn't go over.
I guess that's another element the Hauraki North Diamonds have to shape up to, playing into the sun now with the sun in their eyes.
I'll just upload to the YouTube later on.
16-point ball game here. 28 minutes counting down. Ngatea with the big day that has been a massive day of rugby for our young ladies, the youth that play earlier on, and then we had the other two games being played as well. Hauraki and Tiare victorious as we get underway.
Nice deep tip, takes a nice by the number 8 is high score.
Oh, big strong defense.
A triple hit on her.
Yeah.
Been turned over by one time penalty here.
Yeah, they're offside, the knockback 10 playing advantage. So the Hauraki North Diamonds are really coming to play, still playing advantage. As the number 8 is back up on her feet, the try scorer out to Tony Ann. Dummy steps on through the middle, using her stride, the power of Tony Ann. Wow, having Hauraki North come out firing in the start of the second half.
There's a change in volume with that urgency. They're running a lot more direct.
Yeah, they've really brought the physicality back to the Coromandel team, and obviously Coromandel's brought the physicality earlier on, but man, the Diamonds have really turned it on. As you see Jade Hood going back out there, the lock running back out there, and there's a lot of chitter-chatter going on amongst the Diamonds team at the moment, and they're building a bit of confidence when they start talking like that, and they can get a clean take in the line out here to be thrown in by Alana Gooder. And it's a knock on by Emily James, so no advantage here for the Diamonds, knocked on by Emily James in the line out, so it will be a scrum feed for the Diamonds.
Bit of hands-on hips going on over there.
Yeah, looks like it already see another change for the Hauraki North team running out there, and might be Keith White, I think, out there in the middle there.
Holly Ann Wailahi. Strong runner. I think it's a bit of rolling subs.
Yeah, it is rolling subs, yeah. And it's good. It's good to see, especially in these conditions. Very hot day, and these girls, the ladies, these wahine are out there putting on the show. Waireport out to Tony Ann, who's been running strong. She's got a lot of confidence in herself right now. Beats the first few players and moves it out wide. Ball in hand, we'll see the 14 out wide there, run strong. And there will be Atahua Beckman, who's just come back on from the bench. Control the ball, they'll just keep going through and driving through, making more yards into the Coromandel. 22 nearly getting there. Try scorer, Tapatuia, very strong run. She can roll back and get it back. Waireport and with the ball again, look, one-handed, still going strong. Wow, she's played good and she's come on after half time. Yeah. Good hard mahi, like you say, do that mahi, get the treats. As you can see in the try with Atahua Beckham, and that will see 26-15 with a wide conversion out there. And
are you alright? Thank you. I think that's just come off the back of the forwards doing what forwards need to do, which is running hard, hitting their pods, making sure they maintain possession of the ball. And then the backs are able to do exactly what Tina's doing. And she's running it directly, and then she's finding that space to offload. She's got those long levers to do that too.
Tina Ann is really showing she's come to play in the second half.
She's not scared to front up and get that mahi done and just lead her team, lead that backbone to the rewards that Atahua were able to come up with. Lots of hydration going on down there. Going down from their captain, Tasha.
Oh, gets a good little kick. Just not quite the direction that she wanted to go. A lot better than the previous kick, even though Josie Hansen tried to scare her again. And they shake hands, do a bit of a bro shake out there and carry on back through to the halfway. And we counted down 23, nearly 20, just under 24 minutes to go.
And that's the awesome thing about this competition is a lot of these women have actually played alongside each other because of Hauraki North Diamonds being the first team in Thames Valley to field a team in the Waikato Comp, that all of these players have played alongside each other, and then they're still able to play against each other and with no love lost.
And that's the great thing about sport, you know, no matter what sport it is, the friendship you make a lifetime memory forever, you know, and that type of stuff. It's more than just a game, whatever it is, but you get, you know, on the field you go hard out, and then when you're off the field you're enjoying yourselves.
Oh, great take there from Tiare.
Oh, what a return, back to halfway. Here's the confidence from the diamond skills.
They're playing with pace, they're playing with the confidence you need to
Tina Ann moves it on up through to the back line. A great tackle. They want it out.
Space out here.
Yeah. What a powerful run there by Tina Ann. She's been strong in the second half. No advantage, so it's a penalty for the Hauraki North Diamonds.
And Hauraki are really showing this half that they're here to play.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You're right there, Tiare, and 22 minutes to go here, and they really want it. If they score from this, then we've got a ball game on.
Almost a game of two halves, I think, Rino and Tiare.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I was thinking about that cliche then.
I hate
Game of
cliches.
two
I don't
halves.
think you're a fan either, Rino, but hey, look, I was worried just after those first 4 tries Coromandel scored and did so convincingly. North's head would drop, but didn't. They managed to score a try before half time. So building quite nicely. What is a great game to finish the great day off?
Yeah, it's been a beautiful day, a hot sunny day over here in Ngatea. It's just been a great day of rugby for our wahine and all spaces from as young as our youth and carrying on through to the earlier games. Part or two good for Mercury Bay, 34-10, and we saw the Te Arohatui fight for their win actually over Ngatea Naka. Ngatea Naka really came, brought their physicality in front of their home crowd, and where else would you be except on a Sunday afternoon down enjoying the local rugby for our wahine. It's been good to see, and great support by many of their whānau and siblings and everyone else out here as well. And the game's alive here in the Thames Valley. The women's space is great. David Foxy's been doing a fair bit of work behind the scenes. Tina Ann with the ball there, just goes back behind, left behind there, but no advantage. It's another penalty.
Coming in from the side.
Yeah, a bit of discipline coming in with the Coromandel Hornet team at the moment.
And Hauraki also just being rewarded for that at the moment, like taking up those meters.
Another scrum. Going to do another scrum here as well and see where they're going to work left or right. I'm guessing they're going to come back towards us here at the grandstand and try again. And wherever Tina Ann is basing herself, it's pretty well where the ball goes to. And I tell you what, structurally they're looking pretty sound so far in the early second half moment, 50 minutes. And you can have that, mate. Yeah, here we go. He's got his can of Coke. He's happy. It's Bevin
And my throaties, I'm sucking on my throaties as well to keep my voice right.
his throaties. He's got his throaties. Geez, haven't had that for a while, throaties.
Then we've got Forsyth, our centre. She's another young player that's coming in fresh and hot, and she's really showing that direct running.
That's where the breakdowns, unfortunately, just falling slightly apart there with Tina Ann. She's got good, strong running. I'd like to see Tina Ann run it to the line and draw a player in before she offloads, but they're making their way as the Hauraki North Diamonds. Not quite into the halfway, been driven back by Emily there for Coromandel Hornets.
Some great defense from Coromandel Hornets coming in. the line.
There she goes. Out it goes. Does she get the bounce of the ball? She sure does. After her Beckman. And she's running strong. I tell you what, there's another consecutive penalty. It must be, surely it's not far away before referee Alicia Stolman talks to the Coromandel team, the consecutive penalties.
And it's for the same cause most of the time. There's a lot of high tackles going on.
Oh, actually, I just remember too, I'm guessing the Coromandel team must be back to, are they back to a full 15? Hey, they must be after their little incident in the first game. There's a few injured looking wahine hobbling around after their earlier games today.
Guess that's the beauty of it all there in the rugby.
Yeah, hard out. Harder with the physicality of the game, and great to see crowd applause for one of the players for the Coromandel coming up. But look at the attack.
There we go. Big strong bend right looks like it. Got a bit of an overlap on the blind side. Natasha Cody spots that. Oh, big bumper from her. And that's the way back into Coromandel.
18 minutes to go here at Hugh Hayward Domain. I tell you what, it's going to be another penalty offside, isn't it? Rolling up, they're calling for it.
Hands are up.
Yeah, hands up, rolling around in the air and trying to do a dance from the good old disco days.
To the attention of the coaches' eye. And I totally understand that. The sun is hot out there. And running, the pace you're running, getting up off the ground, does call for some water.
Been both physical attributes to this game today from both teams, you know, and I tell you what, good round of applause for one of the players from North who gets carried to the sideline and injured from that. And what a game we've had here, you know. You would think these ladies, these wahine have been playing all year, but
Yeah.
really good to see. It's great to see.
That level of rugby just continues to go up and up and up here in Kimberley. And yeah, Ngatea, it's awesome to see these teams out and Coromandel's bringing that physicality. And this half seems as though it's been infectious to Hauraki North, where they also want to bring that in.
Yeah, maybe a shoulder injury to the player that came off for Hauraki North as well, so.
I believe that's Brooke Barker that's come off with their shoulder injury.
I actually needed that piece of paper, Rino, because while you two have been maintaining the commentary really well, I've done a few referee notes as well. Annalise, some feedback. Always need more referees, folks. If you're interested, even at junior level, please get in touch with your local club or provincial union. We need a referee to have a game, so always appreciated those that do go up their time to do so.
Yeah, Tiare, you do a bit of refereeing?
Never tried it, I'm too scared. I don't like being told what to do if I know I'm in charge.
Just tell them if they talk to you on the sideline, see ya.
Yeah.
I love how
I've done touch
diplomatic you're
refereeing.
trying to be about that.
I've done touch refereeing, and even that I wouldn't mind doing kids.
Yeah, I've done a fair few of those games, and you're right, you know, there's all these other referees on the sidelines that think they know better than you, but unless you go and give them a whistle, you go do the job, they pretty well keep quiet, and like Bevin said, you can't have a game without a ref. It's any sport these days, refs or umpires, so, you know, kudos to all of them out there that do it. In all age groups, not easy, no, definitely not. And you know, you can't just get someone in a youth game that's a dad or a father of a certain team or whatever, you know, and otherwise it becomes all biased and here we go. Anyway, back to the play here with the Coromandel Hornets moving out through their back line there and hitting attack. Got a great run there in front of the gap. Holding it. What a tackle. What a tackle. That was like watching a young Bevin Jenkinson run out there once upon a time and tackling like that, mate.
I've had a tackle in my life, I'm taking that, Rino.
Even Bev would have cut that one down. Then he would have got the turnover.
These days I'll just show them away the try line.
That was a great phase of play.
Yeah, well, Coromandel were all in then, the Hornets, with the pass out to Josie Henson back inside to the second five, and you would have thought, but great determination by the Diamond.
Ngatea, their fullback, just fronting up and not giving up, which is awesome to see.
There we go, here we go.
Montana Tauranga, John the ref, bringing the team back into it.
Yeah. That there might have just knocked a bit of the oomph in the Hauraki North Diamonds team. You see the scoreline go out to 31-15 with the conversion to come, and I think that's all Coromandel needed was that score in that phase of play, especially from the outstanding run beforehand. But that's taking nothing away from the Diamonds, you know. Here we see the replay, the penalty and the tap.
She knows we're hurt. You're not stopping someone like Montana Tauranga.
You got to go low and hope, don't you?
Yeah. There's a bit of praying and then get right in there, put some shoulders on, so that's a nice strong carry from Montana.
Josie Henson have the kick for the 2 points to add on to this, 31-15 at the moment.
And she's kicked many conversions for the Thames Valley Dixons as well. It's not quite coming over. What would you call
One
that?
of the whānau on the side.
I'll just push delete on that. Hey Tiare, I actually said to you that you can't call yourself a true commentator until you put the curse on. Now I think that
Probably would.
it's done it.
Yeah. So goes. Just have to score another try and then you can
Make
try
up for it,
all
eh?
again. So hopefully Hauraki North can come out firing again. Just how they started this half is how they can finish it.
Oh yeah, if they score again, they get it up by 7 points, you know. It's all on them to score now, and
Oh, we've got a few changes coming off. We've got Aaron Quinn coming off. Had a good
try score gets it again, off she goes again. A big strong running there by both teams. Physicality on the attack and then the defence as well, and offside with the girls from Hauraki North, the Diamonds, and the referees got the arm up on the other side, Annalise Stolman, and penalty for the Coromandel Hornets, Josie Henson to find the sideline just in front of us. Catch Tiare, it's yours. Mine.
Not mine. And that's she's found some good creation, so hopefully now can set their backs up with a good line out to get that versus edge and make some more magic.
Ngatea Baker coming up for the Coromandel Hornets with a big smile on their face, catching up with the aunties and the cousins and going, gee, did you see me, aunt? Hey, I was the best thing. I was damaging. Back into the game, right back in the middle there for the Hornets. Turnover for the Diamonds. 11 minutes to go here at Ngatea.
And it's been a great day.
Brilliant day. You know, if you weren't here or you're at home watching the live stream or going to watch the recording of it later, if you get to find out where another girls game is locally in the Thames Valley, go along and support them, go and watch it. All these wahine have put on an outstanding day today, and you know, even though rugby may be the winner of the day, but they've definitely turned it on, and the crowd on the sidelines from all the games have just been outstanding.
All the whānau here to support, all the tamariki, all the future wahine that will be playing one day out there. It's a great foundation.
Some of these wahine have shown up the Tani how to play. Anyway, we're back into it.
Josie Henson, footwork. Nice front toss. Quick through to ball.
game of rugby and the women's game can turn just like that, where Hauraki North Diamonds had a long, strong dominance in the first 15 to 20 minutes, and look what Coromandel after their try.
And Coromandel were on the back foot defending quite early into this half. So now seeing the tides change, and that's what the women's rugby competition brings, is that element of backing yourself when you see something on.
Yeah, I do note the green and white are sitting around there watching the game in anticipation, watching Coromandel. That's the title team that had a win over Mercury Bay earlier, 34-10, because they played the Coromandel Hornets. Up in Coromandel, 1 o'clock next Sunday.
What would that call for, Bev?
The Coromandel backs worked back 10 as she was instructing them to go back and didn't. The ball was thrown, so fair penalty.
Comes back to
She was
a point that
communicating very well with those backs too, that, so they had plenty of opportunities.
Scrum time with the Diamonds to feed the scrum here as well, and we're in under 10 minutes to go at the moment of the game, and it's been a well-controlled game by Annalise Storman, the referee who conducted this game, and not far from wrapping up, and hope you enjoy live on Bev's broadcasting. He's got a lot of other fixtures that he's tied up with as well, so just keep an eye on his Facebook page. He'll keep you updated where he's going to be with his camera and
Tauranga next weekend for wheelchair rugby.
Wheelchair rugby, there you go, just like that. See, you don't even have to look at the page. He just brings his waha down there and tells you all.
We got tennis, he's going to put the boot in. Oh, there's a nice chip over the top. Is the bounce going to be fine? It is by Tapa. Oh, and she's finding space. Who's with her? And Hauraki North once again back into the game. Ashley Strange with ball in hand.
That might have hurt Ashley Strange, yeah.
Just brought into touch by high tackle there.
Yeah. And what's good about what's happened?
Our referee to into a pocket for a card.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good strong run there by Ashley, and yeah, she knows. It'll be a yellow card. Oh, they're going to do red, are they? Yeah, I'm colourblind.
It's the sun, we'll say it's the sun.
It's the sun reflected on it. It looked like orange, yellow, red mixed together. Oh, it might have been a Fanta can, not a
We all have our moments sometimes, when we're just trying to stop something from happening. So
yeah, in the moments of momentum when you're playing like that and the physicality, and she only had one thing to do, was chase Ashley across the field.
Yeah.
Just accidentally grabbed her hide.
Yeah.
Good recognition around that as well. You know, she went over check Ashley. Obviously, their teammates. That's the way it is. She knows. She'll go over afterwards. Ashley, how strong as she is, she's back up there and
she gets going again.
Get going.
The workforce that
See? Yeah.
But it is good to see that going over and checking like I was.
She knows.
Yeah.
That's good sportsmanship in the game.
So Hauraki.
Yeah, she's all up, ready to go. Look, she just said to her teammates, I was only tricking. No. No, it was
Did look
legit.
like a bit of a sore
No,
one,
hell
but
no.
she's up on her feet and just shows the strength in her character to be up again.
100%.
It's one of those whiplash things, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just need a couple of minutes to give yourself a breathing.
Yeah.
I just knocked the wind out her a little bit, but she's back up there to her credit, back there in the line out.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. She's going to get ready to lift for the penalty be thrown in there by Lana Gooda. But like you say, she was injured most of last year and missed a fair bit of rugby, and
They're coming back firing.
the passion is strong with Ashley Strange, and she enjoys the game and loves the physicality, and obviously strong player at that. No, restart again. Not the gap wasn't a gap in there anyway.
It didn't look like that from this angle. It's quite a small gap over there, which is making those lineups contestable.
Ashley Strange, to her credit, takes it back and feeds back strong to the number 8 of top of 2. Out the back line with the forwards in the back line as well. There she goes. There's Tina Ann.
Oh, she's
Strong
still
run. She's
standing.
been
And she's
outstanding.
still going. She's taking good
Inside it
time.
goes. It deserves to be a try. Hey, what happened there? I know it's Sunday. It looked like it was a Sunday drive after Tina Ann.
I thought she was down for a
I thought she was down for a try. Exactly.
I think she's like, it was a half a blade, isn't it, I think?
It's a penalty. How good has Tina Ann been in the second half?
Oh, she's been outstanding.
Out wide it goes. Moving on through. They've come back with not as strength as the Hauraki North Diamonds team. Ashley Strange, does she get the try? She does. Rewarded for that early on. 22-31.
And that came off the bat of Tina's strong direct running and just being able to make meters post contact and to still continue going, provide those offloads so the team can get on the front foot. That's just some stellar.
There's the replay coming off through thanks to Ben's broadcasting. Little tap and the moves on out. It's covered up there. Real good, strong defence by the Hornets on the diamond, right on the try line. But you are going to see come out, move out there to Ashley Strange, who's going to reach out and get over for her first 5 points of the day for the Hauraki North Diamonds.
Great efforts by Coromandel in terms of the defensive.
20-31 conversion they come. This is our good friend there, Tasha Opodi to Hugh. Yeah, there it goes, there it goes. Not quite enough wheat picks on the morning, going to get it over there, but hey.
Definitely a lot more height getting on there, dangling in.
He wasn't mowing the lawns like before, but he's got a bit of height with that kick there and good on
Hopefully
him.
further in the comp she'll get some points up there when she goes more into her kicking game.
3 minutes to go and it'll be full time, but we'll be in the referee's hands at the moment. Obviously with a couple of stoppages just beforehand with Ashley Strange. We see the 18-19 rolled in on out there. 19 O'Reilly Novus for Coromandel. In the 18 will be Georgia Jude.
And just speaking of the Hauraki North Diamonds, just playing a few of them wahine have come over from Te Kaupata Ahi, so that's awesome to see too.
Unlucky knock on there from the kick off here.
Quite hard with the sunlight up in your eyes, so they just can't hit the Coromandel.
Lisa K there with the little knock on. It's all good, Lisa K Te Kai. Knock on little. Yeah, I love how you say Te Kaupata.
So we've got a scrum Steve here for Coromandel Hornets. Rosie just organising what's going to go down at the halfback. Awesome to see her in that 10 position too, Rosie.
Yeah.
You know, it's brought up that Coromandel's Tilly, Coromandel Hornets, sorry, she won last year's Club of Origin.
Yes, these are the defending champions of the Carly Forsyth Memorial Cup. Oh, bit of a wraparound play, great hand. Oh, and then the
After her Beckman, look at that, she's been strong. What's the way the Hornets? It really feels like they're playing their game. I say last try wins, the way these two teams are coming with 1 minute 30 to go. Coromandel Hornets hot on attack here in the half of the diamond. They want to finish with a...
And they've got space and they've got their bumpers. Oh, and there's Tina Ann in there, right in there on the defences. And Kaya Harrison with that strong carry. Emily James fighting some space.
They're trying to do a little offload here as well, but controlled by the Coromandel Hornet team as well. It's coming back. Renata.
Oh, a bit of a pick and go. She saw the space into it. Ripped by Kaya.
Nicely laid back for Coromandel. See Ngatea Baker's back out there in the 16. Right out wide. This Coromandel straight through the gap. Tracy Hanson. She stepped inside of her left foot. Well done, but the bench there was up from the back.
sideline help from the coaches.
Being lost forward there as well, just a few little errors coming into the game before we start to wrap it up, and that will be it. That will be us done under the whistle of Annalise Dolman. There we see the end score, 31-20, Coromandel in defence of the championship from last year. The Hornets come away 11 points over Hauraki North Diamonds, but the physicality overall just pretty well dominated both halves. Certain players stood out in first and second halves. Coromandel had their own way in the first half, but the Hauraki North Diamonds just never gave up in the second.
It was an awesome mahi up there by both teams, but to see Hauraki North come back in that second half and Coromandel's to still finish strong despite the urgency that the Hauraki North Diamonds felt. Both teams really put it on, and that was a physical game.
Just want to send a big ngāmihi to everyone up there in Kapanga, Coromandel, for watching the live stream and enjoying the Hornets in defence of their trophy what they won last year. But Hauraki North Diamonds supporters here in numbers huge, obviously. Earlier on in the case, Ngatea had massive supporters there, a lot of whānau, and also Te Aroha Tui brought over a lot of people from Te Aroha, and they had a good win. Haidel for their first turn up in this competition under the Thames Valley Women's Rugby Comp. Haidel turned away victors 34-10 over Mercury Bay. Wish the lady who got hurt in the Mercury Bay Haidel game all the best. In the ambulance she went away, but otherwise overall with the youth playing earlier on the start of our day, it's been a festival of rugby. Rugby's been the winner of the day, but our wahine have put on a show. Thank you, Tiare, for joining myself and Bevin commentary.
Do you reckon she's done enough to come back again?
Yeah, I want her back. It's done deal. Easy as. I don't think you need to ask, and she's done a stellar job, so thank you.
As I said, I left the two of you for most of the game because you guys were cruising it.
That was awesome. Thank you for having me.
And hey, look, if anyone else wants to go at commentary, just do what Tiare did and message me.
Billy for Faith Partners.
Good on you, well done.
Just had the camera shot on the two photographers here. They're out of the Hautapu Rugby Club in Cambridge. They've got an Instagram page called Promote Women's Rugby, which is what they're trying to do and expose women's rugby more and more. So it was great to have them here from Cambridge.
And you're in Tauranga next week?
I'm in Tauranga with wheelchair rugby Saturday and Sunday at the Bay Park Arena. The following weekend I'm in Hamilton, St John's College, first 15 home game of the season, defending Central North Island champions. And then at Suburbs that afternoon. And then the 24th, I'll be back out here for the 50th reunion.
Okay,
It's all over the motu, eh?
He's all over the countryside. This man, he never stops. It's his passion, it's his love. So keep an eye on him. Bev's broadcasting, one place to keep an eye on what's happening around sports, not only throughout rugby, but also he does cricket and he also does basketball, many others. Well done to everyone out there. It's been a stellar day. The weather's been picture perfect. The fields have been in great nick. We've seen a feast of rugby from the running to the physicality to the entertainment, and the big shout out goes out to Thames Valley for putting it on for the women's, but also to everyone that's turned up here to support the stall holders. I know the Hauraki North team are doing a fundraiser to go down to Queenstown, their young kids team.
The New Zealand Junior Rugby Festival Global Games.
But anyway, shout out to you at home watching it. Enjoy, be safe, and keep an eye on what's happening with the rugby, and catch you later. Thanks, Tiare.
Big thanks to you, Tiare and Rino. Take care out there, folks. Look after yourselves. Please be safe, especially in duck shooting season. Look after your mental health, and hei kona.
Hei kona, ka kitei.